Japanese women's team. I actually can't think of one currently, but the lineup runs so deep. Got about 30 professional players on the women's side in Japan. This is not a comfortable lead. Within 2 points, especially with the serve and third ball that Pesotska has had. Ito's not safe. Ooh. What are you thinking, Jill?
I think she should have got to that one. It's a bit of a stretch.
Just a little bit late to get in, caught it while it was low. Window had closed. Is the assistant umpire waiting for confirmation from the umpire that the point was as it appeared? Oh, what a receive.
Picked that up so well, didn't she?
Wasn't an easy serve. Watch the body language of Ito. Watch the shoulders here. Looks like she's going the other way, but then leaves the arm behind and the wrist back and plays it deep to the corner. Inside out once again. Ito now, from a 2-point lead, has 5 game points to go up 2-1. Forehand, flat hit, kills the ball, 11-5. Strawberry from the start, and Ito once again prevails victorious here in game number 3. It's a 2-1 lead, and we'll be back for game number 4 right after this.
Если я право сейчас сыграю, она меня просто разметет.
Право нужно играть быстро.
Я не умею. Я не могу попадать и сыграть быстро.
Хорошо, тогда влево медленно. Не надо влево быстро. Ты делаешь влево быстро сброс, она еще быстрее тебе отвечает. Ты делаешь влево запил, она тебе еще быстрее. Она с низких ключей играет очень хорошо. А чем ты останавливаешь на чуть быстрее?
And as the players come back for game number 4, fans study the lineup to see who's coming up next, to see what the plan is and what they would do if they were coaches. We will see Mima Ito leading 2-1 with the serve. Inside out forehand once again. And the fact that you don't see Kasumi Ishikawa there, she's getting ready for her match. I'm curious how many choppers the Japanese women's team brought for sake of practice. I can't recall who I saw. We got a timeout here on the side of Pesotska. But I will say that a lot of the practice partners, you know, the Japanese women have men and women from China playing with their women, chopping and everything else.
What, in Japan?
Yep. Japan, like almost every other country, understands that if they want to get strong, there's one store to shop at called China. It's, in terms of table tennis quality, there aren't too many questions about the quality of the product coming from China.
They've got so many great players, haven't they, in depth, playing different styles, so I suppose, you know, they can pick and choose what style of play they want, you know, for their practice partners.
It's funny, in terms of different styles, there's one chopper that the real die-hard table tennis fans know of from Chinese Super League, Ma Te, and he is very strong. He's the only chopper, as far as I know, that's ever beaten Xu Xin. And I think he's on the list for the World Tour this year. It's just a little tricky because you can't bring an unlimited number of players to every tournament, so Hopefully the world will get to see him.
Love 2.
But the world will definitely get to see the effect that the Chinese practice partners have on the Japanese women's level. Ooh. That was a lot of work to get in there. I mean, Pesotska's playing very well, trying to find the middle and the wide corners. And a smaller player, normally the wide corners are a little bit easier to reach and get past the opponent. But Mima Ito's so fast, very compact in her stroke. They've been calling lets very quickly. Sometimes I watch the umpire to see if it's a service warning.
Short service.
And then sure it was. Higher toss, please, he says.
1, 2.
Must be 6 inches up from the palm, nearly vertical, hit on its way down.
2, 4.
And that was a good throw up there. And she followed that in with a strong backhand.
Of course, Jill referring to the toss.
I am. She made sure she didn't want to get faulted.
3,
Right.
2.
She had to throw up properly. Make sure that she didn't get faulted.
Oh, I didn't realize I said that.
Good times, good times. Eventually I'll graduate from elementary school. You'll be able to say whatever you want. Ooh, top edge of the racket. Just past the head of Ito. See how quick the reaction time is, though. Watch this. Duck and cover. Sort of like Koki Niwa while the ball's still in play against pitch.
Yeah, that's that nice long shovel serve.
3,
She puts
4.
in every now and again just to surprise her opponent.
It looks like, that looked like the mannequin challenge. Like everybody was holding still as the camera was moving through the room.
4, 4.
So Pesotska tying it up. I'm quite impressed with Pesotska's play. I mean, world rank 182 against world rank number 7 has been giving some close games here. Well, she won 1-11-6. She's playing tight right now, but this sits up a little bit too high.
4.
It has to be a really good read for this Strawberry. She came into it with the wrist already a little bit broken. It didn't have as much spin on it as you normally would get in that shot.
Yeah, not as a whippy action with the wrist.
4, 6.
It's interesting that Ukraine, it's the first time in history that they've reached the quarterfinals of the World Championship, so it's a good feat for them.
All right, Ukraine.
5, 6.
Now we remember this setup before. Pesotska serves. We got the timeout here.
Timeout,
Mima
defend.
Ito wants to regather herself. Pesotska serving long to the backhand, but not so deep to the backhand corner that Ito still is tempted to turn the corner. Tries to play it down the line, and that's where Pesotska brings it back cross court to the forehand.
少し動くからそんなにねつってこないからもしねつってきたとしてもタイミングさえ合わせれば
回転少ないかも下回転のボールはまあまあ結構多いんですよ。で上回転のボールやっぱこう入ってるから少ないから、ね、自分ネットミスをちょっと多くなってるかもしれない。
そしたらちょっとだけ合わせられてコース中それで1本ラリー多くなるからそれを次待っておいてで難しいボールはちょっと長めのコースで簡単なボールをちょっと増やしておいてサーブからの頭を次のレシーブの時に合わせてしてここを目立ったら払う下を狙って長いボール来たらちょっと待ってくれ頑張れ。
Jill, do you want to take the translation, or do you want me to?
I'll let you take that translation. I haven't got a clue what was said there.
Okay, here, verbatim word for word in Nihongo. Here we go. No, basically it sounded like, I heard Choto Dake stay closed a little bit. It sounded like there was some slow patience advice there. Remain calm. Sort of stay in at the table. No need to rush it. Quite frankly,
5,
Mima Ito
6.
is so fast anyway. If she's on the back of the table, her natural tempo is enough to finish the point. Interesting. A little bit softer here. Slightly spinnier. Huh. That's very peculiar. especially for a ball that height. For Ito, normally she is pretty free on that. So out of the timeout, first point goes the other way. This point is so well played. Ito plays the first two patiently, then comes in with the big gun, starts ripping. Pesotska stays in there for the first, 4 shots of this? But Ito gets her behind the table, then softens it up a little bit, and that's when it's spun up and out because it's played from out in front. Difficult shot to hit. That kick serve.
6-8.
Chicken shovel, Jill.
Yeah, she's won a few points with that serve.
That's how a strawberry is done.
6-9.
Let Mima Ito show you that. There are a handful of women. Miyu Kato for the Japanese women's team, the strawberry farmer, the most aggressive strawberries I've seen in the game. But behind her, Mima Ito, Simongo Z, really know how to do that receive well. Perfect placement right into the middle.
Exactly.
And now it is 4 game and match points for Mima Ito to take the first for Japan. And what could be a 3-0 victory, a repeat from the last time, even against their top team. Ooh, a little bit off the top of the net.
7.
Match point saved. Miyu Nagasaki there, 15-year-old on the right. Bright future ahead. Coaches believe in her. That's why they're investing in putting her on the bench, bringing her here to grow her experience, wisdom, nerves.
Picked up that serve well. Wasn't an easy serve, but she knows she's got to take that initiative to try and get in whenever possible.
See the guarded optimism on the side of Ukraine. Clapping on their player, but not getting overly excited just yet. 2 points away. And now within 1, Ito's timeout is already gone. 3 match points saved. Pressure starts to build on the 17-year-old Mima Ito. Ooh! This one looked like it had less rotation, a good length, low to the net. This is a very difficult serve to handle. Jill, it's pretty surprising.
What was a surprising shot, Nat?
Oh, tough handcuffing serve. Getting that defensive receive. It was a little bit long. She realized she couldn't keep it short. Tried to play it baseline to the table. Now match point back again. 5th match point for Mima Ito. Just cleaning the table to make sure she gets an honest bounce.
Set up well, that with that backhand, very spinny. Ito not quite getting over the ball.
Funny, at times like this for me, it's really a big indicator of how someone performs under pressure. You've got your back against the ropes. It's quite important for your team, for their chances to stay in this match and take the first match overall. And now game point to Pesotska. What, 5 match points for Mima Ito. This receive from middle of the table. This could be tension. It could be nerves on Ito that the serve's coming a little bit too long.
Yeah, I think it was a little too long. Made it easier for Pesotska to get in.
So game point, Pesotska. Oh, right on the line. Beautiful turn. Pesotska, you could see what she was going for the middle, but it seemed a little bit more decisively to the forehand, and Ito's quick to turn. 4th towel break, no towel used. 3rd deuce point.
She didn't miss that shovel serve that time.
So I'm quite curious. We got the serve on Pesotska's side. That backhand serve has been trouble for Ito on many occasions. The third ball has been set up to find balance here, looking for the shot, but not forcing it if the receive doesn't allow for it. Oh, a little break off the top of the net. Ito with the apology, but trying to stay focused here. That was the net. Good placement here on the receive. I mean, it was as wide as could be to Ito, who had to spin it up slowly, steps around, plays it from table height. Pesotska just keeps it deep to that backhand corner. As aggressive as those pips are, they still generate a little bit less rotation than that forehand. So it means it's a lower percentage shot for Ito. Pesotska with another game point. Whoa, handles the strawberry, stays on top of the next ball with heavy spin, and a very focused Margarita Pesotska takes game number 4 to send this to a deciding 5th. Pressure builds for both, but I think it's going to be more pressure on Ito right now. Stay right here for the decider coming up after this.
Подойди, пожалуйста, просто мы не знаем. Видишь, чем ты делаешь больше первую паузу на топ-спин, тем она тогда не спихивает. Когда ты быстро со стола его делаешь, она на встречной скорости его играет. Все равно мяч должен зависающий может делать только через паузу. И повыше с траектории. Хорошо потом. Это первый мяч. Если готовься, она очень часто подает длинные подачи. Ты все время не готова к этим подачам. Когда она подает длинную, подойти всегда легче, чем отойти. Когда она подойдет...
Alrighty, now back for game number 5. Mima Ito, world rank number 7, versus Margarita Pesotska, world rank number 182, and they're at 2-2, game number 5. Good job by Ito, staying on top of the slightly more defensive play, the fishing shots. Pesotska puts the power on when she feels comfortable here. Tries to guide it back and make her way back into the table, but Ito keeps the pressure on. Incredible points!
Now she's keeping up to speed with her. Mazoska.
Not many can. I mean, Mima Ito, outside of the Chinese national team, just seems to steamroll through most players. By world ranking, this is the lowest of the 3 representing Ukraine. Little reminder, Ukraine, number 15 team, the number 15 seeds. Japan, the number 2 seeds, the team we all expect to see face China in the final. First point here for Pesotska. A little appetizer for the main meal to come if she can continue going. I mean, Jill, I don't know how much time you spend thinking about the question, if anyone could, well, what are the chances that someone could upset China in this tournament? But the only conversation really is Japan.
Yeah, I think they're the only team that could compete against Japan, against China.
Well, interestingly enough, in 2015 at the Dubai World Team Cup, the big surprise visitors were Korea DPR, known as North Korea to some, to many I guess. They upset Japan, they upset, I think, Germany, maybe Hong Kong. I don't remember all the details, but they played China in the final, and it was 2 5-gamers, I think 11-9 in the 5th, And Ding Ning and Liu Shiwen were both there. So now with Korea DPR and so North and South Korea together, there might be one other team that's strong enough to be a contender. I'm curious to see.
That could be the case, because I mean the DPR team, we don't often see them coming out in world events, so they've got quality players, so some are unknown.
After all, I mean, it was Japan's top player at the Olympic Games, top performer anyway, Ai Fukuhara, who got beaten by Kim Song-hee, the chopper, who took the bronze medal 2016. So no stranger to pressure. Pesotska, though, within one. They're just pulling ahead. This just reminds me, you watch young players. Ma Long, before 2015, was still incredibly impressive head-to-head with pretty much everybody, but really found his true confidence under pressure 2015. Mima Ito, Guinness Book of World Record holder for, I don't know, like 3 different things. But still, the World Championships is quite a beast of pressure. It's the biggest tournament this year. Oh, the angle! The combinations here, we've got the spinny backhand, the big forehand, and one even bigger right back to the wide corner, Jill.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic angle there on that forehand. You see it here, that spinny backhand sets it up. Lovely angle there.
It's a risky shot. I mean, you're watching this in real time thinking, what's coming next? Who would have guessed it would be that wide? Takes a chance, goes bold, and changes halves of the table now with the lead. She was down 0-3. Sometimes I think it pumps you up to know that you've already broken a record. This is the farthest your team has gone. The furthest, I should say, I guess, in a world team championships. But what if we could go even further, right? What if we could make it? What if the British boys beat Japan in Malaysia and played the final against China? They were sure close to doing it. And then they got their revenge here. But maybe Ukraine has the same sense of motivation right now, like we can do anything.
Well, she's playing extremely well and playing very positively. As you say, she doesn't look like a world ranking 182 player.
5-7.
Ito getting a bit more security here on the step round, a little bit more confidence for that length of the table cross-court shot. Second towel break and a bit of a run. 3 points in a row for Ito from down 4-5. From that net camera, you could see the ball maybe even a little bit below the top of the net when Ito hit it, but still very confident and driven. Oh, almost. It was right there waiting for Ito. Not an easy shot, but we've seen her make tougher ones for sure. Pesotska really impressive right now. I mean, these aren't simple rallies. This isn't just a third ball. We're getting into 7th ball, 9th ball attacks here. Right down the middle with the backhand and dead even. I mean, in terms of upsets, we see a World 300 beat world number 1 Dmitry Ovcharov a few months ago in league play, but at the World Championships, under pressure, the number 2 team, Japan, their world rank number 7, Mima Ito, playing the first spot.
7-0.
And she's matching her speed for speed.
Cracking shots. I mean, she's just laser focused right now, spinning when it's low, countering deep on the table. Look at how much speed is on that, and it's only to set up the winner. Still didn't finish the point. They are going back and forth in this tug of war. Mima Ito looking to defend, to protect, to deliver what was expected. That was the most awkward start to a point I've seen in a long time. Slower serve, length between the bounces here. pushbacks soft and deep. 2 points away from what could be the biggest upset of the champions division. By world ranking, I can't imagine it wouldn't be. Ooh, just missing the line. She hung in there for that receive. It's a very unusual. So Mima Ito's the only person that does the banana split, where she comes at it with side spin and sometimes a little bit of under. Much like a banana Chiquita, but it saves the point. Well, eventually, much further down the road. So this is getting thick.
Yes, it certainly is, but both players playing extremely well. Let's see what she can do with the serve.
And now 2 game and match points for Margarita Pesotska. Reminder, Ukraine already breaking their record. Smiles starting to come out. They can't believe it. This isn't over yet. 3rd towel break. And Ito looking a bit deflated. We will see if the body language is any indicator of performance out here. She has the serves on her side. Ooh, quick points. And it's easy to say, did she lose focus? Who knows? It could just be that Mima Ito upped her game for that serve. But one more match point here for Pesotska on the receive. Oh, wow. Almost deja vu from the point before. They were both short points. They looked a little bit sloppy after all the hard work. Pesotska's played some amazing rallies. Maybe Ito just sort of dictated the point well here to change the pace and get these soft shots back.
Yeah, I think she put a float serve in there, just popped up slightly. She stepped in.
So 2 match points saved by the 17-year-old. Oh, and flat hit back, 3 in a row. Good coach Mika Baba there, rocking out in the corner. I mean, there's no question how she feels about this, and with a shot like that, how can you not be pumped on the Japanese side? Flags waving in the back. So now match point, the first match point for Mima Ito after saving 2, and she has the serve. Ooh, match point saved the other way. Well, if this wasn't worth the price of admission, it's what, the first match of my day anyway. And really, this is such a big indicator because Ukraine needs this. If they take the first match, this really opens some doors and some opportunities. Otherwise, it becomes a really uphill battle. Just a little bit flat, a little bit behind it.
She played that one well. Ito well into her body there.
You could see she just wanted to come through the ball, wanted to hit it a little bit harder. When you get close to the finish line, sometimes things change with the desire. Match point back to Ito. And 17-year-old Mima Ito saves the game, 2 match points, and takes the match. What a performance from Pesotska. Really pressing and challenging world number 7. But coming through with nerves of steel in the end, Mima Ito, under pressure, defeats the first from Ukraine and gets the first match. So Japan leading 1-0 over Ukraine. This isn't over, but we will see what happens. It gets tougher from here on out. See if we have an interview with Mima Ito on court. Enjoy the highlights. What a match that was. Stay right here.
Справа надо было или потом в центр, или по прямой. То, что забрала. Ты же светлый справа направо.
Ну, я не могу, это серьезно. Один раз такой.